today for the British Educational Technology Trade Show. And I am here, it's the biggest in our field, and my purpose here is mostly to do speaking. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about, well, what problem do I actually solve as a speaker? So a lot of businesses, one of their key objectives or key results is to be able to gain market share in a globally competitive market. So one that's, you want to be prepared for future trends, especially in technology and how people are doing business. And you want to be prepared for any type of cancel culture or things that are going to cause a lot of problems. And so when I speak successfully, how much does this make companies? What is this? How much does this save companies, for example? Well, I'll give you an example. Like a company like Spotify lost $4 billion of market capitalization out of their $25 billion total market cap. So that's a 15% loss. They lost 19% of subscribers just in a weekend from this cancel culture. Just not having that diversity of the decision-making table was a fatal flaw for them. Facebook lost $232 billion out of the $554 billion market cap. They lost about 42%. And that's huge. That is huge. Facebook is wasting billions of a year on technology specifically for the metaverse. But Facebook could be making billions more a year if Mark Zuckerberg would stop being pariah. He'd have more diverse decision-making at the top that considers the needs of multiple groups. Now, I have a long history of delivering results for companies, both big and small. I help companies discover their unique selling proposition. And I don't like the term USP. I prefer like your creative, your unique selling, creative, or your creative proposition that positions you as the leader in the industry. And this differentiator allowed me to sell more than 10 million a year in digital tables just to kindergarten to grade 3 schools. In fact, we sold more of these tables than our multi-billion-dollar competitor, and we only sold to a very small niche market. But if you understand the niche market well, there are riches in the niches. Now, I also help companies scale their business by focusing on the growing trends. So, for example, I focused on YouTube in education, and I was able to grow a company over 30% a year for over 3 years while I was at the decision-making table. And I also help influencers grow their monthly recurring revenue by knowing how AI works. I grew this educational influencer's monthly clicks 10 times and his monthly recurring revenue 5 times in only 6 months. And so what's my thing, right? What do I do that's different, that's better than everyone out there? I would say creativity and diversity is one of my key strengths in terms of applying that to the business domain. And understanding how adversity can be one of our greatest strengths and helps us tell a story. That's part of what I do in the speaking space, is that we don't want to just like speak and talk about how good the product is. We actually want to tell a compelling story. And so that's something that I've been focusing on, is like, what is your identity and where does